from ABC News. I'm Sherry Preston. After more than 6 weeks of war, Israel and Hamas have agreed to a 4-day pause in fighting in exchange for the release of 50 hostages taken by Hamas on October 7th and 150 Palestinians detained in Israeli jails. In Washington, here's ABC White House correspondent Karen Travers.
President Biden's National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan says he's hopeful that the deal reached to secure the release of hostages will hold, telling ABC's Good Morning America.
You can never have full confidence until you actually see hostages back in the arms of their families. But I am very hopeful that there will be a pause. These hostages will begin to be released.
Sullivan said the key to reaching this deal between Hamas and Israel was getting both sides to, quote, get specific, to say how many hostages and Palestinian prisoners will be released and how many days the fighting will be paused. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
U.S. officials warning of possible security threats in this country because of the Middle East conflict.
The passion surrounding the war now prompting tighter security at big holiday events. A confidential assessment obtained by ABC News warns the conflict in the Middle East is creating a heightened threat environment, making the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade an attractive target. Another security bulletin warns of pro-Palestinian demonstrators disrupting shopping malls on Black Friday.
ABC's Lana Moise. The nation's roads and airports will be crowded today and Sunday, expected to be the busiest travel days of the year. The number of Americans applying for unemployment benefits fell sharply last week. The Labor Department out this morning with the numbers. The applications seen as a proxy for layoffs remain extraordinarily low by historical standards. One of those who won't need to file for unemployment benefits after all, OpenAI founder Sam Altman. The company he founded has released a statement saying it has an agreement in principle for Altman to return, and the company's board, who abruptly fired Altman last week, will now be replaced. You're listening to ABC News. Search teams will be back at work today in southeastern Alaska with 3 people still missing after a landslide. Several homes were destroyed near the town of Wrangell and 3 people were killed. Officials say the area is still unstable after heavy rain set off an avalanche of mud. This is local geologist Barry Salisbury.
One of the biggest signs that people need to be listening for are noises like rumbling, trees cracking, boulders knocking, especially if that noise starts as a faint noise and gets louder and louder and louder.
Some survivors of the Maui wildfire are set to start living on a popular resort beach. They say they plan to camp there, trying to pressure local officials to shut down unpermitted vacation rentals and then make those properties available for them, people who are homeless after the fires. And just when you wake up after your Thanksgiving dinner nap, ABC's Jason Nathanson says there's a battle on for the box office.
Last night, I made a wish.
And Wish will likely have one of its wishes come true this Thanksgiving weekend. It's looking at a first-place opening. That's the good news. But tracking has it earning $50 million or so through Sunday in North America, which is pretty soft compared to other animated Disney musicals opening the same weekend, like 2019's Frozen 2, which took in $123 million. Disney is the parent company of ABC News. Joaquin Phoenix in Napoleon looking at second place of the new releases, and Paul Giamatti's The Holdovers expands into theaters nationwide. Jason Nathanson, ABC News, Hollywood.
This is ABC News.
Listen, Zach, carolers.
Huh, cool. But this is way cooler. This season, gift Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 Pro and surround the ones you love with the sounds they love with studio-quality sound and intelligent active noise cancellation. Pair it with Galaxy S23 Ultra and power their listening experience with an epic smartphone. Shop these and more great gifts now at Samsung.com.